Hey, what's up? It's Jared with State of Tech, and today we're going to take a look at the top 5 most popular iPhone X cases. Now, this isn't just my opinion, this is the opinion of people on Amazon. So, of course, these are cases with the most reviews, good reviews, of course, and I wanted to take a look at them because I have an iPhone X, and I like the different cases that are available, but I find myself going to the same cases all the time, like this Pelican case, which is not really that slim of a case, or maybe even just going with an Apple brand case, like the leather case is another favorite of mine. But I wanted to try some other cases out, so we're going to go ahead and take my iPhone out of the Pelican case that I have it in. And don't worry, all these cases, the links are going to be down in the description below. So some of the names are hard to pronounce. The cases could be named differently. I mean, these are cases on Amazon, and the names and different things change, but the links down in the description below will take you to the cases. So make sure to check those out, and they will be in the same order in which I take a look at them. They're in no particular order. They're not in any order of popularity or anything like that. I just simply got them all in from Amazon. I paid for these. These were not sent to us for free. We're not being paid to review these. This is just simply a video that I thought would be fun to make. And so I went out and spent about $60 in iPhone cases on Amazon so that we could make this video. And I may do a giveaway with some of these. So you're going to want to make sure to go over and follow us on Instagram, State of Tech. We're going to be doing some stuff there on IGTV as well, so you're going to want to make sure to follow us over there. And then when we do some giveaways, we're going to be announcing those in some other ways, like through Instagram stories and stuff like that, maybe even on Twitter. So just make sure to follow us. Our links are down below. We don't spam. We're not annoying. We just like to share when we put out new content. And then, of course, if we have promotions like giveaways, those are things that you definitely want to be notified about. So the first case comes with the most basic wrapping. It just came in this plastic wrap. It's called the NATA X, or NATA, NATA X iPhone X case for Apple iPhone X. They went for every single possible keywords for the iPhone X there. So I'm not super thrilled about this case's, delivery method. It's trying to kind of replicate the iPhone by having kind of a polished outer rim here, very slimline case. It is kind of a two-piece case, so this just actually does not feel that great. This is cheap kind of plastic, like what would come in an old model, like a snap-together model or something like that. So out the gate, I'm not super excited about this case, but I'm not going to rule it out until I get the phone on it here. Put the little second piece back on the outer side. Let's snap that in. Hopefully it doesn't break, because like I said, this is relatively cheap material here. It's tight. It's tight trying to get that over the edge. Oh, did it break? No, it didn't. Okay. So it doesn't look half bad. I mean, I like the way the camera fits in there nicely. This isn't too bad. What I don't like is that this two-piece case is a little loose. It's a little loose around the edges of the phone, so you're going to get lots of lint and stuff down in there. It's not going to be the perfect experience here for long term. I also fear that with holding the phone and pulling it out of my pocket often, that this outer plastic piece is going to break, or that there's going to be an issue there. It's really hard to say. Using this case long term is what would definitely, get you some proof there. I do like the port is nicely cut out. There's, some of these port cutouts on cases are just big gaps. This one doesn't look half bad. It's got holes here for all of the down-firing speakers and all that good stuff. So overall, I mean, this case is okay. It's extremely cheap, which it's represented so here in the quality. It has good protection here from tabletop. It has just enough of a ridge to protect you from setting it on the glass and getting any scratches there. However, there isn't enough of a ridge here to protect if there was any debris on the table. That's still probably going to hit your phone. All right, so with that one looked at, let's move on to the next one, which is from Taurus, Torras, Simplicity for Life. This is the Taurus Protector, Taurus Wisdom Series iPhone case for iPhone 10. So it's got a couple of different names. Let's go ahead and pull that out of the box. So a little bit better of a representation here. Product casing, packaging isn't too bad. The case itself, super slim. Not a whole lot there as far as the case goes. Oh yeah, just taking this case off, the experience isn't that good either. I feel like I would end up breaking this case. If you're a person that takes your case off from time to time, maybe to clean your phone, maybe you're going to take your phone in the water and so you're going to take your case off, or you want to take the case off to dry it, this may or may not last for the long term. So I don't know. It's inexpensive, so that's one thing, but this phone is not inexpensive. So are you really going to put a super expensive phone in a case that's that flimsy? I don't know. It does look decent though. I'll give it that much. So this case is extremely plain. There is nothing here. It's just a black case. And so we're going to go ahead and get the phone snapped into it. All right. So yes, this is extremely slim. This is extremely slim. So the edges here, okay, I'm having issues with my phone here because it keeps dialing things. I'm tapping my phone, not paying attention. So it has a nice little camera ridge protection here just to protect your camera from hitting the ground. This is probably the slimmest case out of all these cases. It does not have, I'm pretty sure the glass is hitting before the glass is most definitely higher than the case. So this is not going to give you any face down protection, but it's extremely slim. It's going to prevent the back of the phone from getting scratched up for sure. But there's no real good like edge protection or anything like that against dropping. Of course, it's going to keep from scratching, but the face of your phone is not protected here either, which I think is kind of a bummer. But this is probably one of the slimmest cases that you can get. It's definitely a little slick. The back of the case is pretty slick, so there's nothing that's going to keep your phone from sliding off of something here. This is basically just adding a layer of protection against what your phone already has. It doesn't really add much else there, but it's a nice slim case. I'll give it that much. So we're going to move on to the Spigen iPhone 10 case with, let's see, what are they giving this one, or what are they calling this one? The Ultra Hybrid, I guess, maybe. Let's go ahead and pull it out. So Spigen has a lot of iPhone cases, a lot of different cases for phones, and they're super popular on Amazon. I mean, they have cases for just about everything. So in the box, you're getting basically just the case here. Let's go ahead and slide that out. So this case is kind of see-through, so it has a protective film on it to prevent it from getting scratched during shipment and all that stuff. So you're going to need to peel off that protective film. It looks like there's protective film on the inside and the outside of the case. So that's kind of annoying to get this off. So I'm just trying to, without having much for fingernails, get this protective film off of the case so that I can get access to it, get it on the phone. I can get the other one. I could put this other one on after I get the phone in the case. So I'm liking the feel of this case already. Let's go ahead and just get the phone in there. I'm liking the feel of this. The sides, just it's very smooth feeling, it's like a soft plastic, but it's not. I mean, I don't know. I can't really describe it. The case just feels good in the hand. It doesn't seem to take a whole lot away from the phone, which is nice because some cases take away a lot of the feel of the phone. So let's go ahead and just get the rest of this plastic off of here. So what I like about this case is that you do get to see the original backing of the iPhone. It has a nice edge here around the camera protecting it. It has pretty responsive buttons. I like that. Some cases don't do a good job of that. So far, all these cases have done a pretty good job of keeping the buttons pretty responsive. What I'm not really liking is this kind of raised edge around all the corners here when I'm holding the phone. This is kind of hitting me in the palm, and it just feels weird. It feels a little scrapey. I'm not really digging it. I'm not sure what these little cutouts here are for. I don't know if it's to help water drain out of the case in case you take your phone in the pool or something like that. Not 100% sure what those are for. It doesn't seem to really give much of an explanation here on what that would be for, but nonetheless, this case does feel really good in the hand. It doesn't take away too much from the iPhone. It's going to have good edge protection against drops, and the back of the phone is going to be relatively safe. But this edge here, and also this raised edge here, just doesn't really do it for me. But it's not a deal breaker. There's good protection on the glass. The case is raised up a bit, so face down protection is going to be okay. With these slim cases, I would definitely recommend a screen protector across the front, because any little debris on a table or on the ground, you're going to get scratches. And that's just, these cases aren't going to protect against that. So let's go ahead and pop this one off. This one is a bit tighter. My goodness, some of these cases really are tight fits. So far, if I had to pick one, so far I'm liking the Spigen case the best. Obviously, I've had a lot of Spigen cases, and so far they've all been pretty good. But some of these other cases are nice too. That Taurus case, that super slim line, not a whole lot there case is good for somebody that just doesn't want to add too much bulk to their phone. All right, so this is from Tozo or Tazo or whatnot, another brand, China brand probably. High quality, precise cutout case. This is the ultra thin Protect case in black, thinnest 0.35 millimeters. So this case, I'm assuming, is even thinner than the Taurus case. And yes, it is. This is like almost a paper thin case. This case is just barely a case. Much thinner than this one. This is black, but it has kind of like a smoked finish, so you can kind of see through it a little bit. With material this thin, that's about as solid as it's going to get. So let's go ahead and put the, oh boy, you got to be careful putting this in there. I'm just afraid it's going to tear like paper. Okay, so it's not, I don't want to force it, because I had one of these cases before a while back, and I actually did tear it. And so you have to be very careful with these. I don't want to, even though I'm sure this one's a little bit more durable, I don't want to ruin it. Okay, so I'm having a hard time getting this corner in of the case without feeling like I'm going to tear the case. Okay. Oh, there we go. Good. So this is super slim, and to be honest, I kind of like this. This gives you the feel of the iPhone X, as close to a naked phone as possible, while still giving the back of your phone a little bit of protection. It has a raised edge here around the camera, so it's going to protect the camera from sitting flat on the table. It has absolutely no face down protection at all, so you'll want to be careful there. Of course, most of these other cases don't have much either, but this one, it doesn't get anywhere near raising up over the screen. So this gives you as close to an iPhone X experience as you could possibly get without adding much bulk at all. So good job to them for making such a slimline case. I think it's challenging to make a case so slim and have the buttons feel good, have everything still work. Of course, these are all just cutouts, so I guess that's what makes sense on this case. But the other cases don't have cutouts. Even this one's not a cutout, but the buttons still work relatively good. So let's get this case off without ruining it. We have one case left. Another Spigen case. This is the Thin Fit Spigen case. So we're going to see, we've got a battle of the ultra thin here as I guess the last couple of cases that we're looking at. So this Spigen case, it also has an area here to apply the metal plate in case you want to do that magnetic thing in your car or whatnot. One of the other cases came with it. I also ordered the car mount plate set. The Spigeon cases typically do have kind of a cutout for that. This one, I thought it kind of looked like they had a cutout for it, like an indentation, so that way the case is still able to completely be flush against the back of your phone, but it doesn't seem to. This is just a kind of a spot, like apply it here. So I would take this and I would just apply it to this. I would take off the adhesive and apply it here. What I don't like about this is that then you've got metal against the back of your phone. I would prefer to leave the adhesive thing on there, just set it there, and then put the phone in there. But I just don't like a big piece of metal like that rubbing up against my phone unless the case has an indentation for it to go into. All right, so let's just get this on. It has full cutouts around the buttons, no protection along the bottom of the phone, so no holes or anything needed there. Let's just go ahead and snap this one in. So this one definitely has a little bit more bulk than the Tozo case or the Tazo case. But it has a little, it's hard to say. It has a little bit less bulk than the Taurus case. Of course, the Taurus case also has button protection, whereas this one just has flat, straight out cutouts. The Taurus case also has protection on the bottom, which this Spigeon case does not. So this is another good slimline case. It has good protection around the camera. It has just barely any protection for the face of the phone, so setting it down on a clean table face down, you're going to be okay, but you're not going to have any glass protection there. So another good case. I think this is another good one as far as a slimline goes. To be honest, I think I'm going to rock that Tozo or Tazo case for a little while just to get that like ultra slim feel. Like I would love to go completely naked on phones and not have any case on my phone at all, but I'm just not that brave. I don't want my phone to get all scratched up in my pocket or wherever else I happen to have the phone. I want my phone to stay nice and shiny on the back. I want it to maintain its resale value. I just don't want anything to get scratched. And so having a case on it, it's just something that I do. So this video did get a little long. I wanted to show you guys these cases and kind of talk about them. Obviously, a case is a personal choice. The design, the style, all of that stuff. These are all black cases, but they come in a variety of different colors. I've linked to all of them below, just as I said. And so lastly, well, check out those links too if you're interested, because clicking on them and buying from those links helps support our channel. But make sure you go follow us on Instagram, because that is where we're going to be giving away cases. These cases are going to be given away. I have other stuff that we're going to be giving away. We're really going to step up our giveaway game this summer, and a lot of that is going to take place on Instagram, so make sure to follow us over there. So thanks so much for checking out this video. Share it with another person that has an iPhone 10. Subscribe to our channel here on YouTube, and we hope to see you back here soon. Take care.